working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on last year's national champions, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Sooners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Clemson's offense comes onto the field first today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. This crowd knows when to bring it. From the gun, running back on the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. They go to the ground. There he goes. Smashes ahead. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on him.
He's got it. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Lost the fire on 2nd down. Punts it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Sooners will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing. Turning it on! A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lets it fly. Makes the grab on the right. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. The Tigers will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Tiger! Great job by the back on the option.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Slips through the line. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Going to the running game. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Unloads to the right. Complete on the comeback. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Quick release on the RPO. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Final play of the quarter coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Clemson set up with another first down. To the air on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got
run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. Continues to fight for yards. 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sooners.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed, to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down. All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They'll leave it with him. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
There's a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball. He can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position. Being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
Wants to go up top. He wants to take the top off. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Clemson. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed, and the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Across the 25. He's got room. Touchdown, Tiger. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team.
Wants to throw on 1st down.
One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Breaks the tackle.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Pocket breaking down. He's going to take off. Got the first himself. Breaks into the open. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Quick completion on the out. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it, buying some time. It'll be incomplete, trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Savage. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the 2nd half underway. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this 1st drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the 2nd half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the 1st half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Pulls it in. It's Chambers. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. He's got him. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Sooners will punt this one away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The last time they had it, a thing of beauty. Did whatever they want, run, pass, and wound up in the end zone. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Looks as if Clemson will have the 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. On the ground, it's Corona. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Single back formation, and they give it to him. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Chambers. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Sooners are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the left. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on the option. Now the pitch. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Clemson will send the punt team out. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's caught. It's Chester. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Now on 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Sooners looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he runs it all the way down to the 3 before they get him. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. From the gun on third down. He's got it and still on his feet. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. The corners are walked up tight. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Right down the boulevard. It's our force to settle for the field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, hope they like apples there on that one sideline because Washington State and UW have gone final. Washington had an impressive showing at home, and to do it with some of the legends of the past there, Mark Brunell, Napoleon Kaufman, and Lincoln Kennedy, what a special victory. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Now on first and 10 from the 29. He'll keep it himself. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the move, it's Corona. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. They'll try to power their way ahead. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Nice move there. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a second down play. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Fighting off the defender.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Let's see how successful they'll be on first and 10. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Rush is on him. Look out, he's got room. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Blast it as he lets it go. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Gonna run it. It's Corona. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. It is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Ole Miss came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Under fire. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Here we go. Back to throw. It's Weeks. They've got the screen set up. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow...
Intercepted deep in his own end. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. situation on first down. Here's the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to pass. It's Weeks. Pocket breaking down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Right down the middle. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this fourth down that much harder.